Hi, how's it going? My name is Matali. I'm mostly in the moment, and we're looking at the twin flame energies for the beginning of February. Thank you for all the love, support, and concern that was given to me in the past couple of weeks. If you know me, you know that the universe has to literally yank me away from producing weekly readings, and this has only happened a couple times in the past, and including this one, it was because of some sort of traumatic life event. I don't really talk about my personal life, but I'm okay. And the thing is, traumatic events usually open up your spiritual gifts, your spiritual psychic abilities, your intuition more. It's not the only way to open your intuition and psychic gifts and abilities, but it's definitely one way. We are in those times where people are awakening. People that are already psychic or highly intuitive are becoming more so. And just everything on an energetic plane is getting more intense and crazy, including the twin flame journey. So let's get started. What is going on with the twin flames in the beginning of February? Wow. Okay, so Seven of Pentacles, synonymous of waiting. Things have been planted. Now we're starting to see the results. We're starting to see the fruits of our labor. Things are happening. Things are occurring. So things that you might have thought might happen later this year might have already started to show in your life right now, in your physical life right now. So the manifestations that you've been waiting for, that you might have thought it'll come through later this year, might have already started coming through. A lot of the readings that I was doing at the end of last year, November, December, I kept saying things are happening now, within the next 3 weeks, within the next month, the next few months. So a lot of you will have already started seeing things happen, manifest this month and within the next couple of months. Very strongly. You're going to start to see it in your actual physical life. Things in your romantic love life between you and your twin flame, or at your work, in your soul mission, in things that you've taken on, this is something I plan to do this year. You're going to start seeing results or things come through, opportunities and such now. The thing is, you and your twin flame have already sent this prayer, this wish, this request to the universe, to the higher power. You've already put in the hard work. You've already taken baby steps, in the past year or years, past months, to get to where you are now. So you are definitely going to, if you're watching this, you're definitely going to start seeing things sprout up. The manifestations start happening. So you might get the call, you might get the email, you might get the communication, you might get that opportunity. Spirit might be setting you up. They might give you the money that you need, or the idea that you need, or the materials and resources that you need to set up for this manifestation to fully come through, and by the next few months or by the next couple of seasons, right? All right, so what is the divine masculine feeling towards you at this time? How are they feeling towards you? They want to give you some sort of opportunity, right? They want to give you some sort of indication that either that they want to pursue something with you or see where things go, or that they are setting something up for security and stability for themselves, and therefore them and their partner in the future. This could be setting aside some money. This could be starting to work on something in terms of a health project, some sort of workout or some sort of diet or some sort of health regimen that will allow them to continue to be healthy. Like, look at me, like I have these things set up that will allow me to be more secure, be able to take on a relationship in the near future, right? The thing is, they do not know how things are going to go with you yet. You know, they might be hoping things go in a good direction. But at this time, I feel like they're just mostly feeling really good about starting this next step, which is, you know, in a relationship, they want to see if they're able to become this better version of themselves in a relationship. Like, am I doing it? Am I keeping up with the lessons I've learned in the past with my past relationship in this new one? Can I keep up with it? Can I keep being this like better, awesome version of myself in a relationship in a romantic love way? They also want to see if they can keep up this routine, this kind of financial routine, or some sort of work routine, or some sort of, you know, something in the physical. They want to see if they can keep this up, because if they can, that means they're proving to themselves that they can take on adding another person into their routine, adding another person into their life, right? So they're just really happy with starting this new physical thing. They don't know how things are going to go yet. They're still kind of like, oh, I don't know if they want to be with me or if I want to be with them yet. Like, let's see how things go. The Divine Feminine's feelings towards the masculine. the devil card. Okay, so I feel like the Divine Feminine is really feeling some sort of, this is like physical attachment, right? Obsession, or it could be very sexual, or feeling like I'm ready to have some fun, right? Yeah, I definitely feel like the Divine Feminine is like, with that metaphor of a flower kind of sprouting, they're ready to kind of bloom, come out of the cocoon and kind of fly, kind of have fun and be free, right? I feel like the Divine Feminine is kind of like, I need a little bit of fun in my life. Yeah, the Emperor, this is my Divine Masculine card, it's in reverse. Like, yeah, that's cool, Divine Masculine. You do you, right? But here, I'm ready to have some fun. I'm ready to do some physical things, maybe go travel, maybe try new foods, maybe try new, have new experiences. I do feel like a lot of the twin flames have completed a cycle and have started a new one, and we can see that the Divine Masculine and Feminine are both ready to take on that new step. For the Divine Masculine, it's starting some sort of new physical routine, whether it's in a relationship or whether it's in their work, or, you know, health or something physical. The Divine Feminine here is like, hey, I just completed some major spiritual work. I'm ready to, you know, let loose and have some fun, all right? With or without you, masculine. With or without you, right? Wow. So what is the Divine Masculine thinking when they think about the Divine Feminine? Wow, okay. 3 of Wands, and you see how that kind of like fell onto the union space here. The Divine Masculines are on the path to some sort of union. You know, they're looking at the ships coming in. They're seeing that, like, hey, everything looks fine right now. I'm just going with the flow, going with the routine. You know, they're taking steps, and everything looks okay. It looks fine. There's no emergency red flag signs from the universe that, like, maybe they should not pursue this union at this time. But there's nothing telling them that they should rush either at this time. So they are taking positive steps forward. It did come out face down. So for me, again, under the 2 of Swords, there's this feeling of like the masculines don't know where this is going yet exactly, but they are just kind of putting one foot in front of the other and going with the flow of things, you know? That's like at the most they can do right now, right? Because I feel like, again, it fell in the union space. The two of Pentacles, you know, they have the Pentacle. They can only juggle so much right now. You know, they could only juggle so much right now. We have 2 twos here. 1, 2, 3. You know, 1, 2, 3. They're taking steps. They're making decisions, but they're trying to keep everything balanced. So the important thing here for the masculine is they want to be able to take the next step and then see, like, is everything in my life okay? You know, because I took this one step forward in my life, can I still keep up with everything else? Okay, everything's good? All right. Then in a little bit, I'll take another step. And once they take that next step, they're like, hold on, can I still handle everything going on still in my life? And the last step I took, everything's good, cool, all right, I can now take the next step. So they're really just kind of really taking one step at a time, making sure that they can handle everything with every step that they take. I love that. You know, that's awesome. That's what they can handle, and that's where they should be at. Divine Feminines, where are they at in terms of thinking, what they're thinking and their thoughts about the masculines? They are thinking a lot. Wow. Okay, so the Divine Feminines are thinking a lot. I feel like a lot of your thoughts are being stolen, Divine Feminine. Like you're feeling like I feel like there are some Divine Feminines that are watching this that do have some sort of obsessive thoughts towards their masculine that's going on. That's kind of like a little bit unhealthy, because they're like, this is the one, this is who I want, this is the person I'm going for, no one else matters, there's no one else for me, this is what I want them so badly right now. So I do warn those Divine Feminines that are kind of very laser focused on their Divine Masculine right now, like that's definitely unhealthy, and February is going to be a lot of emotional, spiritual work and releasing expectations in this connection, releasing expectations on your Divine Masculines, and kind of being in that more free-flowing, light, loving energy again, because this is really heavy and intense for some of the Divine Feminines that are watching. For other Divine Feminines who have a good head on their shoulders, have done this spiritual work, and are in that kind of more light, I'm ready to have fun kind of energy, I feel like a lot of your thoughts are being stolen. You know, you get moments where your Divine Masculines kind of steal your thoughts and daydreams for a moment, and that's very cute, you know, because you're doing you here, you're having fun, and then here the Divine Masculine comes into your thoughts, into your daydreams, into your visions, and it's just kind of it's cute, you know, that they're stealing moments from you in your daydreams. Lots of love being felt. You know, this is definitely energetically, I'm feeling that specifically in daydreams and visions and signs and synchronicities. Your Divine Masculine's higher self is giving you much to think about. And I do feel like it's surprising when it does, because it's like I feel like it's intense when it does. We have 3 major arcanas here: the Lovers, the Emperor, the Devil. Like, you know, when these little visions or little thoughts or little feelings come up, little signs from your Divine Masculine's higher self, it's overwhelmingly love filled, meaning that your Divine Masculine, or whoever this person is that you're connecting with at this time, it could be more than one person, are showing you a lot of love at this time, and they have a lot of love for you, even if they are busy doing other things. It doesn't mean their energetic self, their more emotional, self isn't feeling that amount of love for you, or yeah. So the divine masculines actions towards the divine feminines. 5 of Cups. Okay. So there is this kind of feeling where the divine masculines are going through a transition, you know. When does this stop becoming just a fun, flirty thing into a more serious thing? That could be within this connection, or it could be with other people in their life, you know. Maybe they're having some sort of falling out with certain friends or coworkers, or family, or just people that they've been kind of close to, or just connecting with because they're the only people they have to connect with at this time, and kind of feeling they might be feeling that this connection is something that they have that has their back. This connection, the twin flame connection, is something that has their back at this time, while all this kind of fallout is going on with other people in their life. Wow. Divine masculines action space towards the divine feminines. Wow. 2 5s, and the 5 is a number of change. There might be some sort of conflict there, wanting to express themselves. I do feel like the divine masculines are kind of secretly going through some sort of change. I do feel like with all these being minor arcana, this isn't such a big deal. So I feel like if the divine masculines did go through something big, it was earlier, maybe some end of last year or the middle of last year, or it might have been a year ago. But, you know, they're looking back at their life and be like, wow, like, you know, only a year ago I was going through that difficult thing. Maybe last year they had some difficulty with friends or family, or, you know, some sort of other people, work situations, neighbors, whatever. Okay, so, you know, sometimes when you go through a difficult connection with somebody, it could be an ex-lover, it could be a family member, whoever, someone that's close to you, you will see, like, for example, if the divine masculine went through something difficult with an ex like a year ago, they might see some of the lessons in that connection repeat in another connection now. You know, it could be another romantic potential relationship, or it could, you know, someone, or it could be a friend, or a neighbor, or a coworker, or a family member. They might see some of the same issues pop up again in another connection, and so I feel like that's what's happening for the divine masculine right now. It's like a lesson that they learned in a past relationship is being repeated in a relationship now. It doesn't necessarily have to be with you. It could be with someone else in their life. But it is related to you in the fact that you help them see this issue more clearly. You help them see the solution maybe to this problem more clearly, or even just being their support system while they go through this. So and it's not something major, so they already dealt with the bad part of this like a year ago, right, or last year, and now they're having some of those lessons come through again, where they're realizing, I don't want to deal with it alone this time I have a support system, this time I have someone that makes me feel like I can go through this with somebody by my side. Like, I don't have to go through this by myself. So whether it's energetically or physically, I'm getting for a lot of you, it's somewhat physically. You know, your divine masculine might reach out to you just to talk, just to not be alone, or just to know that someone's there for them. Wow. Okay, and the divine feminine's action space towards the masculine. Divine feminine's action space. Okay. Okay, so I feel like the Divine Feminines have completed a lot of work. And so the Divine Feminine is not going to be the one taking the first step in this connection, because I feel like at this time the Divine Feminine is like, you know what, I did so much spiritual work, I did so much inner work recently, I'm ready to have some fun, I'm ready to do things in the physical that doesn't have to do with the Divine Masculine, or doesn't have to do with having a regimented daily fixed schedule, whereas the Divine Masculines are kind of in that headspace. So the Divine Feminines are feeling more of their feminine energy, feeling more creative, feeling like expressing their creativity in the physical, whether it's taking on an art project or doing something new for yourself, or picking up something that you might have left off, you might have left in the recent past, picking up, a project at work again, or maybe seeing some of your friends again if you haven't for a while, doing something for the sake of expressing your creativity, expressing your feminine intuitive side, like doing something in the physical that can express your feminine side, for sure. If you want to get up, get dressed, go out, go eat a really expensive meal somewhere that's a road trip away, or if you feel like doing something stupid and fun with your friends, whatever it is, seeing your family if you haven't seen them for a while, allowing someone to take care of you and cook for you for once, whether that's your family or a friend, or taking a bath, a saltwater bath, or and with candles, and just having some time to yourself, whatever it is. Maybe getting back into the grind and picking up on where you left off on some sort of soul mission project, whatever it is. I feel like the Divine Feminine is like, I was very regimented, especially in your spiritual work and inner work, for a long time, right, Divine Feminine? Now it's time for me to have some fun in the physical, get sensual, get sexual, get very in your feminine, creative, intuitive energies. Do what you want to do. And therefore, you're not going to be taking the first step. If the Divine Masculines want to, and which it seems like they are, they can. And it's just like first baby step. They're kind of very like, I need to see how things can go, if I can handle taking the step. And then once I take the next step, I want to see if I can still handle everything again. Very cool. I love this. As always, this twin flame reading can be seen as you and the other person. Also, you can see this as the Divine Feminine and Masculine energies within yourself, and also within the collective. So it can be read in many different ways. But if this reading has resonated with you, please check out my extended twin flame reading that I have the link for down below in the description on Vimeo. I am Mitali, reminding you to stay mostly in the moment, and I wish you so much love, light, and peace.